helping women like work through that. It really starts with creating a lot of safety in the relationship, trust, understanding. And so I always encourage my clients to try to like break down their fears prenatally, like before, the birth, to really try to get to like the root of what is causing them that fear, that tension. And so sometimes, it could be like a fear of pain, it can be a fear of loss of control, a fear of like a past experience. And naming it, I find is like the first step to trying to like work and move past it. Um, and then I would say like preparation and education are huge tools in that process of like moving past that fear. Um, so I'm really big about that prenatally. That's why I became a childbirth educator. When I find that when women and their partners understand what's happening in their bodies, what options they have, and how birth like naturally unfolds, sometimes that fear can tend to soften because the unknown becomes known, right? We hear about the fear of the unknown. And so we talk about, practical ways to prevent their fears from becoming a reality so they feel more in control and more empowered. Journaling is another tool I really love to like incorporate into my practice. So I encourage my families to write down, like, pen to paper, their fears and reflect on them. And I find that that helps them process emotions and gain like some clarity by doing so. Another thing I do is I encourage moms to listen to positive birth stories, like on podcasts and, similar to like kind of what you're doing, interviewing people. There's literally podcasts that I recommend that are just completely full of like positive birth stories. And so I'll recommend that to my families. I find that like when women hear other moms' experiences, especially like positive experiences, like how they face challenges and found strength in the hard parts of labor, it can be really really reassuring and helps shift like the family's mindset from like fear to like possibility. um and I find too that like during labor, faith can really further ease anxiety. So for the clients who want it, kind of like I said before, like I'll pray with them, read scripture, use that resource I mentioned to you, and just remind them to, trust in God's design for birth. So yeah, the goal is really to help them approach labor with like confidence and peace, even if it doesn't go necessarily exactly, according to plan, because birth can be very unpredictable.